so we're trying to do some new things, bring people in, use the facilities, and so it's really good to have you all here. I hope you enjoy it. Special welcome to the band here from Kerepehi. It's great to have you. This is quite exciting for us, so we're really looking forward to it. It also reminds me a little bit when I was a kid, this order which we're going to go through is, some of you remember the old Waerenga hall that was down here. We used to have movie nights, and halfway through we'd have an interval, so that's what we're going to have today. We're going to have an interval. But instead of having jaffers and smokos and those sorts of things, you can have a cup of tea and some biscuits and things out the back. So these good people are going to play for a period of time, probably half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, then we'll take a break for about 20 minutes, then we'll come back and finish it off. So all up to these good people here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It's a delight to come out in the sunshine. I don't know, we come from Waerenga and we think we've got twice as much rain as you have. But I guess if you're farmers and you're wading around in gumboots every day, you think you've had quite enough. My name's Peter Robertson. I've been playing with the band for 9 years, and we've thoroughly enjoyed coming out to Kerepehi. You know where Kerepehi is? Yes. I didn't know until I arrived. But interesting area. Quite a bit of industry coming to Kerepehi. Our band has been going for 76 years. And believe it or not, he's not here today, but Rowan actually joined the band, the boys' band. It began as a 10-year-old. He just turned 10 and he was allowed to join the band. It was a boys' band, but after about 10 years, they saw the light and they let girls to come, if they had a character reference. Now, I'm afraid it's a takeover bit. How many ladies have we got? We don't, we've got no problems about gender in our band. We're going to play for you now a piece of music which has almost become our own, the band. It's called Rifle Volunteers. It was written by a man by the name of Charles Trussell. He was a prominent musician in brass bands, both in Australia and New Zealand during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. In 1887, after 13 years service in the military, Trussell followed relatives to Australia, where he commenced his conducting career. In 1895, Trussell moved to New Zealand, settling in Auckland, where he was appointed bandmaster of the Newton Band. He also judged band contests, the first one being in 1897, the Goldfields Band Contest in Te Aroha. In November 1903, Trussell moved to Waihi. As bandmaster of the Waihi Federal Band, he improved the standard of the band so that it became one of the best in the country. During this time, he began composing. So much so that he was turning out 2 marches every year, and he became known in New Zealand as the New Zealand March King. Well, I don't know how it happened, but we've got handwritten manuscripts in the Kerepehi library, brass band library, and we haven't been able to play them because they've been handwritten and not easily seen. But one of our previous bandmasters, Brett Lowe, has rescued them and transcribed them onto readable manuscript, and so today we're able to play a piece of music called Rifle Volunteers. The next piece we're going to play for you is a totally different sound. Sir Hugh Stevenson Robertson was a Scottish composer and Britain's leading choral master for many years. Robertson was born in Glasgow in 1906 and he founded the Glasgow Orpheus Choir. A perfectionist, he expected the highest standards of performance from its members. And for almost 50 years, until it disbanded in 1951, the Glasgow Orpheus Choir had no equal in Britain, and it toured widely, enjoying world acclaim. It was so famous that eventually Robertson was knighted in 1931 in the New Year's of Honours. He was a pacifist and a member of the Peace Pledge Union. For this reason, both he and the Glasgow Orpheus Choir were banned by the BBC from broadcasting during the Second World War. Sir Hugh wrote the piece that we're going to play now, all in the April evening, played and sung all over the world, particularly at Easter time. The band arrangement we will play this afternoon is by the well-known Salvation Army composer Eric Ball.
takes a bit of time getting yourself organised. Our next tune is Men of Harlech. And the March of the Men of Harlech is a song and military march which is traditionally said to describe events during the 7-year siege of Harlech Castle between 1461 and 1468, when the castle was held by the Lancastrians against the Yorkists as part of the Wars of the Roses. Men of Harlech is widely used as a regimental march, especially by British Army and Commonwealth regiments historically associated with Wales. Rick Rescorla, Chief of Security for Morgan Stanley's World Trade Center office in New York, sang a Cornish adaptation of Men of Harlech with a bullhorn, along with other anthems, to keep employee spirits high while they evacuated during the September 11 attacks in New York. After helping save more than 2,700 employees, he returned to the towers to evacuate others, only for the towers to take him out. So now we're going to play Men of Harlech. Next is the hymn tune, Deep Harmony, written by Handel Parker in 1854. It's a favourite of brass bands around the world. Its harmonies seem to suit the brass instruments really well. this one you will recognise well, and if you feel like singing along with us, then do so. Amazing Grace touches the hearts of Christians everywhere. It is a personal testimony of God's forgiveness and restoration. John Newton, the writer, is said to have wrote it as a heartfelt expression to God in 1772. Some of these hymn tunes are ancient, aren't they? And he wrote it after surviving a shipwreck. Newton was then involved in the slave trade, but would go on to regret his actions and become a priest who advocated for the abolishment of slavery. Amazing Grace. One is Battle Hymn of the Republic. Yes, good one. Peter Wilosky, who wrote the hymn, was an American composer of Russian-Ukrainian descent. Wow, eh? That rings a bell at the moment, doesn't it? His choral arrangement of Mine Eyes Have Seen the Glory of the Coming of the Lord is one of the most well-known American hymns of all time. May know some words to this one too. Yes.
I have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
know if any of you or any of you have been to the Royal Albert Hall in London. Okay, so this guy here was there last month, alright? Lucky him. Yes. Attend the Royal Albert Hall for an orchestral pops concert, and you are sure to hear this inspiring music by Gustav Holst. The Planets is an amazing composition, and the tune to which the words "I vow to thee, my country" are attached inspire patriotic pride in Englishmen everywhere. Yes, I vow to be my country. Once you start hearing the tune, you'll realise the attachment to the Royal Albert Hall proms. Yeah.
Conversation. 20 minutes conversation, and then we'll carry on with the second half. Thank you.
Right. There one more. See, we've got a few younger people in the band, which is great to see. And I'm one of the younger people. And to show the diversity of brass band music, we're going to play another tune, which I'm sure you all will recognise, and hopefully sing along with the words to this one as well. They go something along the lines of, it's time to light the lights, it's time to play the music, it's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. Who would have believed that Jim Henson's Muppets could become so well known and loved all around the world?
minutes, so we'll